Matt joined me on the desk for a first look at sports. Now the Kitscoty Lloydminster Xtreme definitely on a tear when the season started, but kind of on a little bit of a slump per se.
Yeah, that's right. Back in action this Sunday against the Wainwright Wolfpack, and like you mentioned, started unbelievable, winning of their first 9 games. But the team, they've hit a bit of a speed bump, dropping 2 of their last 4. After starting the season flying out of the gates unbeaten through their first 9 games, the Xtreme have hit a bit of a snag, losing 2 of their last 4 games. Their problem as of late, not playing a full 60 minutes.
For some reason, think we don't have to play in the second period, so we fixed that. Like, we're hanging with these teams, so if we play a full 60, it shouldn't be a problem.
We have this kind of a habit of getting down and then starting off good, starting strong first period. Second period, we have a habit of just losing momentum and sitting back and just laying back.
The green and black have proven to the rest of the league they have a very dangerous offense. So with over a week off in between games, the team has taken a look on how they play in their own zone.
There was some weak defense in that last game that costed a few goals. We want to try and tighten that up. Our offense, we got a great offensive team, and it's going to be there. We just got to show up on defense and, like I say, play a full 60 minutes and we'll win.
Down to their final 4 games before the playoffs, the Xtreme see themselves in a battle for first place with the Vermilion Roar, and although 3 of their last 4 games are against weaker opponents, they know they have to take these games just as serious, so they're ready for the postseason.
We're still in really good shape, you know, in terms of where we're positioned in the league, and we're quite aware of the Vermilion challenge. We've had challenges with them, you know, even at the end of last year.
We can't sit back and just relax. We got to go out there and win these ones just as hard and practice what we need to, so when we play Vermilion in the playoffs, hopefully we can beat them.
The Professional Bull Riding Canada Tour is in Paradise Valley tonight for one night of bull riding action. But 1 week from today, the PBR will shift its attention to Hillmond for the Wade Redden PBR Challenge. Hosting an event like this takes a lot of money and help from sponsors, and none bigger than Crude Master Transport, who has jumped on board as the main sponsor for the Wade Redden PBR Challenge.
There's been 6 generations of our family either born or raised in Hillmond. And I guess the opportunity arises to, if we can associate our name with the Redden family, it's always a good move.
You need sponsors to put an event like this on. There is a fair cost to putting on such an event, but in the end, I mean, Jason Davidson from 3D Bull Riding, who we have hired to put on the event, runs a first-class operation, and we wanted to do something that was done professionally, and to do that, there's some costs involved.
And when it comes to hosting an event like this, not only does it take sponsorship money, but you need the best bucking bulls and riders, which man says don't get any bigger than this.
We have Zane Lambert, who right now is #1 in Canada, Aaron Roy, who currently sits 7th in the world, last year's Calgary Stampede winner Chad Vestplug will be there, and we have the best stock that we can access to, so it should be first class.
The Wade Redden PBR Challenge gets underway on June 28th. Tickets are just $30. Gates open at 5:30. In the CPCA, there are the drivers and there are the outriders. And then there's guys like Dallas Dick who do both. Kyle Gallagher caught up with the double threat in this week's Inside the CPCA.
The track is still muddy in Wainwright a day after the CPCA was forced to cancel racing due to unsafe track conditions. If you include Championship Sunday last week in Dewberry, 2 straight days of CPCA action have been rained out. For Dallas Dick, it couldn't have come at a worse time. Dick is coming up a weekend in his hometown of Dewberry that saw him finish second, just 0.1 of a second back of first place. He's running good right now, and not being able to hit the tracks is frustrating.
Sure it is. Just like I say, when your horses are working really, really good for you, then you know what I mean, that day off, in a sense, maybe next time you run them, they won't start as hard and stuff like that.
Race day is a busy time for Dick, who's also an outrider. He'll participate in up to 7 extra heats on any given race day.
If you can, get your afternoon nap in. If you don't, you don't. And then go from there, then get your horses ready for race time. You're going to probably look at 5, 6 kind of thing. First weekend I rode 7. It was a little much for me, but it is what it is.
The 36-year-old started outriding when he was 19 before moving into driving a few years later.
The cost, I guess, is way down as an outrider. You know, you don't have the cost of feeding your horses and everything like that. But and I know if you think just after you've been in this game long enough, you want to, you know, go from outriding to being a driver. So.
Dick has steadily improved since his rookie year in 2003, and he had his best finish yet last year when he ended up 14th in the CPCA standings.
Just keep on bringing in new horses, and caretaking is a huge thing. So then, if we keep on doing what we're doing, I think we'll be fine.
If the beginning of this year is any indication, it looks like Dick is finally ready to take the reins as one of the CPCA's top drivers. He currently sits 11th in the driver's standings and is focused on a spot in the Calgary Stampede.
We're having a really good year, and hopefully it keeps on going.
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap Sports.